Strasburg, 15-2 overall. In his career against the Braves, 8-7 with a 3.55 ERA and 21 starts. But he's won 5 starts in a row against the Braves, including his only 2 this year, way back in April. Turner, Worth, Murphy, Ramos, Rendon, Goodwin, Defoe, Revere, and Strasburg for the Nationals. Our umpires calling balls and strikes. He's very tall. He's Jordan Baker. Tim Timmons will umpire at first. Pat Holberg at second, and Mike Everett, the crew chief, umpires at third. It's the Nationals and the Braves. They'll play 13 times in the next 34 games. They'll be very frequent foes. In with the play-by-play, here's Charlie Slows.
All right, thank you very much, Dave, and good evening once again, everybody. And thanks for making us part of your Friday night as the Nationals and Braves are ready to play baseball. Folks still making their way in through the center field gate as Steven Strasburg winds and delivers. The first pitch of the game is a fastball over the outside corner, a called strike one at 96 miles an hour on the National Air Traffic Controllers Association radar gun. NATCA, we guide you home. Strasburg rocks and kicks. Next pitch is low and away to Ender Enciarte. The count is 1 ball and 1 strike. He's hitting at .267 in 85 games, 12 doubles, 3 triples, 2 homers, and 16 runs batted in. Left-handed hitter. The wide of the 1-1 is low and inside with a fastball, and the count is 2 balls and a strike. Enciarte's hit in his last 2 games, 3 for 8 over his last 10. A hot hitter, 16 of 42, a .381 clip. And facing Steven Strasburg, Enciarte is 2 out of 7, including a home run. The wind and the pitch. This one is off the plate away with a fastball. The count is 3-1. Steven Strasburg leading the National League in victories. In fact, the major leagues with a 15-2 record. 2.80 ERA is 7th best in the National League. 21 starts on the year, no complete games. Here's the wind of the 3-1, low and away, ball 4. A leadoff walk to Enciarte, who's stolen 11 in 15 tries. Stevens allowed 101 hits in 138 in the third innings. Now walked 40, striking out 169, which is 4th most in the National League. Averaging 11 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched, 3rd best ratio. He's allowed 13 home runs. The lefty's hitting 181 with 7 homers. The righty's just 221, 6 homers. Overall, a .202 batting average against Steven Strasburg, which is the 4th lowest on the Geico National League leaderboard. Switch hitting, shortstop Eric Ibar stands in. And the first pitch is a fastball. He swings away and fouls it away, left side out of play at 95 miles an hour. Ibar hitting at .240, 13 doubles, 2 triples, 2 homers, 23 knocked in. Last 9 games, 14 of 40, a .350 clip. Rendon is wide of the line at third against the switch hitter batting left-handed. .246 left-handed. Both of his home runs from this side of the plate, the left side. Deep in the box. Feet spread, stance slightly open. The kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss at another fastball. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes the count. First pitch tonight was thrown at 7:06. Our official game time temperature is 94 degrees here in the nation's capital. First pitch time and temperature presented by FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical. Schedule your 28-point cooling maintenance and reliability inspection now for only $36 at FHFur.com. Now the set. The kick and the pitch. Fastball high, and the count 1-2. Well, it's 94 degrees at game time. The heat index says it feels like it's 103 degrees out there right now. Bo Porter is the third base coach for the Braves, former Nationals third base coach, former Houston Astros manager. Strasburg delivers, and a curveball in there, strike 3 called. Ibar knew it, almost leaving before the home plate umpire, Jordan Baker, had a chance to come up out of that crouch and ring him up. So a strikeout for Steven Strasburg after the walk to Enciarte. 1 out, 1 on, and Freddie Freeman comes up for Atlanta. Freeman's hitting at .281 for the season in 114 games, 28 doubles. Ranks him tied for 6th in the league, 6 triples, tied for 3rd. He has 21 home runs and 49 runs batted in. One category usually don't expect to see him up there amongst the league leaders in strikeouts. Fastball outside, ball 1. He's fanned 128 times, 4th most. on the Geico National League leaderboard. League leaders presented by Geico throughout our broadcast. You have a choice of ways to save on car insurance with Geico. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. Go online to geico.com or stop by the Geico office nearest you. 3 men on the right side. The overshift and the cutter is inside. The count is 2-0 to Freeman. And of course, over the course of his career, has always hit well against the Nationals. 91 games, a .324 average. With 25 doubles, a triple, 10 homers, and 45 career RBIs against the Nats. Played a lot of games against him, too. Pitch, swing, and a miss. At the fastball. 2-1 is the count against Steven Strasburg, a .387 hitter. 12 for 31 with 2 doubles, 3 homers, and 9 runs batted in. He's walked 6 times. Steven has struck him out 8 times. Rendon, the only man on the left side with a shortstop Defoe crossing over. Turner is on the infield dirt, but in the hole as Murphy holds the runner at first. Strasburg sets, kicks, delivers, and just missed with a fastball to the inside. And now the count is 3-1 in favor of Freeman. The outfield, Worth is the deepest of the 3 in left. In center field, Revere a few strides to left center. And in right field, Goodwin is playing off the line toward right center. 3 balls and a strike. Now the set. The kick and the pitch. Swing and a pop-up toward left. Worth toward the line chasing. This will slice foul and out of play in amongst the spectators. And the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
You figure even with Freeman's high strikeout total, they start Inciarte. Who's very fast. With the Nationals in the overshift, you have to be careful. Defoe and Rendon talking over who's going to cover. If Rendon covers, then third base would be vacant. But Defoe's closer to the bag. Maybe he'll cover.
Makes more sense, but we shall see. Strasburg comes set. Inciarte out to the lead. He runs the pitch. Swinging a line drive deep right center field. Revere on the run. Can't get it. It's one hop off the wall. Inciarte speeds around third. He'll come in to score, and Freeman into second with a booming double. And the Braves are on top here in the first inning. It's Atlanta 1 and Washington 0. So the Braves have been playing well. Take advantage of the leadoff walk to Inciarte, and Strasburg going full count to Freeman, who gets his 29th double. And the RBI is his 50th of the year.
He probably doesn't score if because his potential to be caught with if he's not running on the pitch. But right now, fastball command. Ramos set up in that pitch out away. Hot night. He's got to get a good grip on the ball.
Now the batter is Matt Kemp. First pitch in there, called strike with a fastball to the inside corner. Kemp has played in 10 games with Atlanta since the trade from the Padres, and hitting just 207 for 35 with 2 doubles, a homer, and 5 runs batted in an Atlanta uniform, striking out 12 times. Strasburg delivers inside with a cutter that counts 1-1. Overall hitting 257 in 110 games with 26 doubles, 24 homers, tied for 5th most in the National League. Tied for 5th most in runs batted in with 74. So a dangerous hitter for sure. Knees bent, feet straight away. And the pitch swung on. Changeup fouled off to the right, out of play. And the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kemp against Strasburg, 2 out of 10 with a double. Steven has fanned him 5 times. And we'd like to do that again here. Again, we told you Bo Porter's the third base coach. The first base coach is Eddie Perez. 10 years as the bullpen coach. With a managerial change, he was moved to the first base lines. Terry Pendleton moved from first base to the bench. Fastball is inside to Kemp. He takes, and the count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pendleton in his 14th year on the Braves coaching staff. The first 9 was their hitting coach, then 5 at first base in the middle of this year. Moved to the bench. Kevin Seitz with the hitting coach. Roger McDowell, his 11th year as the pitching coach. And Marty Reed, taking over as the bullpen coach, was the AAA pitching coach under Brian Snitker at Gwinnett. 2-2 pitch, changeup inside. And now the count full, 3-2. So Steven is trying to work in off the plate against the right-handed hitter.
And right now he's struggling with the grip on the baseball. He keeps wiping his hand on his pant leg and going to the rosin bag and trying to deal with the conditions and lock in on the strike zone.
3 balls, 2 strikes is the count. And now Steven steps off. And Kemp steps out. Nationals with Turner moving over to the left side of the infield. The overshift is the other way on the right-handed hitter. Murphy, the only man on the right side of the infield, way off the line toward the hole, almost playing like a second baseman. He's a long way to go to cover first. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Steven steps off again. And Ramos trying to get together on the pitch. Now he's coming set. Takes a look at Freeman as he comes set in the pitch. High with a fastball, ball 4. And Steven having all kinds of trouble here. Consistently delivering his pitches. Now uses the uniform to mop the brow again, going to the rosin bag briefly. So now the Braves have runners first and second, still only 1 out of the inning. And Steven has thrown 21 pitches to get to this point. Nick Markakis, the batter, hitting .274, the former Oriole in his second year as a Brave with 28 doubles. Tied for 6th in the league. He has 7 home runs, 62 runs batted in. And swinging it well of late his last 5 games, 11 of 26, a .423 clip in the hitting streak. The set of the pitch, swinging a high pop-up. This is playable, shallow right, Turner out. Goodwin coming in. Turner camped under it now. Infield fly roll invoked. And in shallow right field, Turner makes the catch for the out. Markakis retired on 1 pitch. And Steven really needed that. So 2 out runners first and second, a run home. And Adonis Garcia, the third baseman, will be the batter. Hitting at .267 in 91 games, 18 doubles, 9 home runs, and 39 runs batted in. It's getting regular playing time now for Atlanta. Garcia has started 81 games now at third base. And the pitch on the way. In there, a called strike. Well, Steven gets ahead with a curveball to Garcia. He's hit in 3 straight, a hit in each game in 12 at-bats. Strasburg has the series of signs from Ramos. Comes set. Runners lead first and second. The pitch. Swing and a miss and a fastball. And 94 miles an hour ran it in on him and blew it by him. So it's 0-2. And he's trying to get behind Steven Strasburg now with 2 strikes and 2 out with a rhythmic applause. He comes set, checks the runners, and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a cutter. And the side retired. Second strikeout. Steven seemed to lock it in after the pop-up of Markakis on 1 pitch. Braves get a run in the inning.
Ready for a coffee and ice cream come true? Try the new limited-time frosted coffee at Chick-fil-A. This delicious treat combines a custom blend of cold brewed coffee with Chick-fil-A's famous vanilla ice cream and is a hand-spun, eye-opening delight. New frosted coffee at Chick-fil-A. Bet your coffee pot can't do this.
Bottom of the first inning, the Braves are run. The Nationals coming to bat against 24-year-old right-hander Mike Foltynewicz. Born in Sterling, Illinois, makes his home in Atlanta, Georgia. He winds, kicks, delivers to Trey Turner. And the first pitch is a fastball, a called strike at 94 miles an hour. Turner 1 out of his last 16. That was a 5th inning double on Wednesday against the Indians. Leading off that inning, later scored. Swings and misses. And a breaking ball, it's 0-2. 24 games, hitting .286, 28 out of 98 with 5 doubles, 4 triples, 2 homers and 12 knocked in. The wind, the pitch. Breaking ball again, the curve low. Blocked out in front of the plate by the catcher, Anthony Recker, the former New York Met. Turner hit .302 in 83 games in Syracuse. 22 doubles, 8 triples, 6 homers, 33 RBIs, and 25 steals in 27 tries. He's stolen 8 out of 9 in the big leagues. Foltynewicz rocks, kicks, delivers the pitch, swinging a ground ball toward the middle. To his right, the second baseman, Jace Peterson, gets in front of it. The throw to Freeman at first, and Turner's out, one away. Foltynewicz goes 6'4", and listed at 200 pounds. And making his 15th start, 5-5 record, a 4.37 ERA. No complete games, 78 in the third innings, allowed 79 hits. He struck out 66 and walked 23, allowed 13 homers. 5 hit batters, 263 average against lefties, 267, 7 homers, righties hitting 261 and 6 homers. As Jason Worth stands in to face him. Jason has reached base in 40 straight games. Pitch on the way is low, ball one, a fastball at 96 miles an hour. Hitting at 253, 23 doubles, 15 homers, and 50 runs batted in. Fastball in at the knees, called strike. It's 1-1. During the 40 games, he has 36 hits, 30 walks. And of the 36 hits, 12 doubles and 5 home runs. He's homered in each of his last 2 games, going 3 for 6, driven in 4. Foltynewicz rocks, kicks, delivers. Fastball at the knees to the outside at 97 miles an hour. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. As we said, Foltynewicz, his first 5 starts were AAA Gwinnett this year was 1-2 with a 1.67 ERA. And the pitch, Worth swings and pops the fastball up foul. First base side out of play. He worked 27 innings at Gwinnett, gave up only 13 hits. Struck out 25. He did walk 14. Had a 149 average against him when they called him up. A ball and 2 strikes to count. He rocks, kicks, and delivers. Swinging a grounder, rolled foul outside of third behind the back of third base coach Bobby Henley.
Well, Charlie received a lot of national play. The press conference Terry Collins gave yesterday, the state of the Mets. He was very animated and passionate about effort level and all that's the issues, and there are no excuses. Well, they just gave up a grand slam at the top of the first. Ryan Schimpf homers for the Padres, a grand slam.
And a 5-0 Padres lead. Now the pitch. Swinging a ground ball toward the middle. Peterson, the second baseman, is shaded that way, has it. He'll throw to Freeman at first. Worth is out. 2 men away. Now Foltynewicz did miss time this year on the disabled list. May 31st through June the 30th with right elbow soreness. Daniel Murphy coming up with 2 out, nobody on, gets a hand. The National League's leading hitter is 1 for his last 18. That 1 snapped at 0 for 16 with a double to right to put the Nationals in front of the 5th inning on Wednesday against Cleveland, hitting at .346. League leading 140 hits. Second in doubles with 33 as he takes a called strike, a fastball at the knees. He has 5 triples, 21 homers, and tied for third of the league in RBIs with 82. Thompson slugging at .607. Looks the next pitch inside. A little oohing and ahhing there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Murphy leads the National League in multi games with 44. He's third in extra base hits with 59. Tied for 6th in intentional walks. 371 average with men in scoring position is second best. As a fastball is inside, again backed him away. So Foltynewicz trying to pitch him in tight. Murphy off with a helmet briefly as he smooths the dirt out of that left-hand hitter's batter's box. That left foot goes on the back line. Feet are spread, hits out of a crouch, stance just a hair open, if that. The wide of the 2-1 pitch lays off a curveball low at 77 miles an hour, and the count is 3-1. We mentioned Anthony Recker doing the catching. Freddie Freeman at first, the second baseman Chase Peterson with Eric Ibar at short, and Adonis Garcia at third. Matt Kemp in left. Center fielders Ender Inciarte with Nick Markakis in right. The wide of the pitch. Swing and a drive in the air to left center field. Kemp moving over, calling for it. He's there. He makes the catch. And the Nationals are out in order. Murphy flies out on a 3-1 pitch. At the end of an inning at Nationals Park, it's Atlanta 1 and Washington 0 on the Nationals Baseball Network. Order after 6 men batted in the first. Steven Strasburg lines, delivers, and the first pitch fastball high to Jace Peterson. He's in an 0 for 12 skid, 3 for 23, hitting .257, 9 doubles, 5 homers and 18 runs batted in. Pitch on the way is low to the inside, and Steven is behind 2-0. Peterson began the year in the big leagues, was optioned at AAA Gwinnett May 2nd. Recalled June 10th despite hitting 186 in 97 at bats. Swings and hits one high in the air to right center field. Back goes Goodwin to the warning track at the wall. Gone, goodbye. It's a home run for Chase Peterson, carrying out to right center field. And the Braves have scored a run in each of the first 2 innings and lead by the score of 2-0. For Peterson, his 6th home run and 19th run batted in. In that time of the minor leagues at AAA, in about a month, he had 6 homers and 25 runs batted in. Despite the low average, it got him back to the big leagues. And he's given Atlanta a 2-0 lead with a leadoff homer here in the second.
Strasburg consistently missing the glove of Ramos. Ramos set up outside. The pitch is middle in. And falling behind in the count, he was sitting on a 2-0 fastball, and that was in his hitting zone.
14th home run allowed by Steven. And the next pitch inside all the way to the backstop to Anthony Recker, the catcher, gives a look out to Steven Strasburg.
I mean, right now he has no idea where the ball's going.
Yep.
I mean, that one just slipped.
Really having trouble gripping the ball.
And Recker thought that that was intentional, but I mean, Strasburg, we know he perspires profusely, and right now the grip is a big issue.
But anytime it comes to the first pitch after a home run, everybody gets a little too excited. So Recker taking his time before standing back in. Steven's trying to throw strikes right now, trying to locate. That would be the last thing you'd want to do. Here's the wind of the 1-0 delivery. And missed again with a fastball high, 2-0. Velocity good, 96 miles an hour. Recker's been in 14 games with the Braves, hitting .359, 14 of 39, 5 doubles and 6 runs batted in. Was acquired by Atlanta from Cleveland. Swinging a drive in the air to shallow left, cracked his bat. Worth coming in. He makes the catch. Flies out on the 2-0 pitch. The Braves brought Recker up when Tyler Flowers, one of the disabled list, with a left hand fracture off a foul tip July the 10th. Recker had played in 59 games combined this year with Columbus, the Indians AAA club, and Gwinnett. The Braves both in the International League. First last year, time with the Mets. In fact, each of the last couple of years with the Mets, 2015, 14, and 13. Several years. Now the batter is the pitcher, Mike Foltynewicz. He looks at a fastball in for a strike. 3 for 19 in the big leagues with an RBI, hitting 158. Career 106 hitter, 5 out of 47. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Back to that inside pitch on Recker. You got to give some credit to the home plate umpire there, Jordan Baker. How many times do we see home plate umpires overreact and issue warnings?
The wind in the pitch. Swing and a miss at a curveball. He struck him out on 3 pitches. 3rd strikeout for Strasburg. 2 away here in the top of the 2nd inning.
I mean, obviously he's been back there for every pitch, and he realizes Strasburg's command issues, and so you recognize there was no intent to hit the batter after the home run.
Ender Inciarte will stand in now. Walked on 5 pitches to lead off the game. Eventually scored 2 batters later on Freddie Freeman's double to right center field. Rendon even with the bag now in on the grass at 3rd to the right of the cutout. And the fastball's over. A called strike 1. White Sox take an early lead over the Marlins in Miami. 2-0 as they go to the bottom of the 1st inning. Pitch on the way is inside with an off-speed delivery, 1-1. Jabari Blash hit that 2nd home run off Logan Verrett in that top of the 1st inning at Citi Field for the 5-run inning for the Padres. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. They were back-to-back. The Schimpf slam. The slamming Schimpf. And then Jabari Blash for the solo homer to follow. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. Nobody on. Top of the 2nd, a run home. Strasburg rocks, kicks, delivers. Fastball outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Steven stands right foot just a touch to the third base side of the rubber, into the windup. Kicks, delivers, swinging a ground ball, foul outside of first. Ground on the cutter early. And so Inciardi's still alive with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Don't forget, Star Wars Day tomorrow here at Nationals Park. Celebrate the most popular movie series of all time. Fun-filled evening with the Nats and Braves playing at 7:05. Get your tickets now at nationals.com/Star Wars Day. That's tomorrow night. Nats and Braves at 7:05. Pitch on the way, swung on, hit in the air to right. Goodwin backpedaling, fairly deep right. The ball carrying well. He makes the catch shy of the warning track, and the side retired. After the leadoff home run by Peterson, Strasburg retires the next 3 in a row. Middle of the second, our score, Atlanta 2-1. Been hot most of the year. Foltynewicz, the pitch, swinging. Each one foul into the ground up the third base line. 0-1. Who's Hot presented by DraftKings. Go to DraftKings.com now and use promo code Nats to play free. That's Nats at DraftKings.com, the official one-day fantasy baseball partner of the Washington Nationals. Play free today. Foltynewicz peers in, standing straight up as he takes signs. The ball in his glove at his waist. Winds, delivers. Fastball called strike at the knees. 0-2 to Ramos. 20 doubles, career high 18 home runs, 63 batted in. Slugging at .549, 8th in the league. At RBI every 5.5 at bats. It's been great with runners in scoring position. .351 average, 4th in the league. And a swing and a miss here, and a changeup struck him out. So Foltynewicz not having problems gripping the ball. He looks very sharp here at the start. As Anthony Rendon comes to the plate. He's hit in 4 straight, 5 of his last 13. He's in 11 of 12, 12 out of 14, and 18 of 49 in that stretch. .367 clip. Overall, .268, 27 doubles, 2 triples, 13 homers, and 49 runs batted in. As Anthony bats, we'll take a look at our injury report here tonight, presented by Innova. Join the future of health. Foltynewicz rocks and kicks. First pitch to Rendon on the way. Low to the outside, ball 1. On the Nationals side, Bryce Harper out of the lineup again. Still problems with spasm in the neck. He was supposed to be seen by a chiropractor before the game. He hopes that can help him get back in the lineup. 1-0 delivery. Rendon, half swing and a miss. Very late on a fastball, 96 miles an hour. Late decision to swing and a miss. Stephen Drew recovering from symptoms of vertigo and an inner ear infection. Still on the disabled list. Swing and a foul back by Rendon. To the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Joe Ross, right shoulder inflammation. Had been recalled from his injury rehabilitation assignment. Making several starts in the Nationals minor league system, but right now on hold. Ronaldo Lopez will take that spot of the rotation. Will be called up tomorrow. Jose Lobaton, tendonitis of the left elbow. Still on the DL, and Aaron Barrett recovering from surgery for a fractured elbow after Tommy John surgery last year. Pitch to Rendon is taken low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now, the Braves have dealt with all kinds of injuries all year long, and really the past couple of years. They have currently 12 players on the disabled list. A dozen. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Here's the pitch. Rendon swings. It's a ground ball to short. Ibar 1 step of the outfield. Grass backhands. Fires on to Freeman at first. 2 away as Brian Goodwin comes to the plate. Here's that list. Backup catcher Tyler Flowers, July 10th. Left hand fracture. Pitcher Jesse Biddle's been out all year recovering from Tommy John surgery. A left-hander. Right-hander John Gant. Oblique strain, one of the DL June 28th. Lefty Matt Marksberry. July 31st. Rotator cuff inflammation. Andrew McCarahan, one of the DL April 2nd, recovering from Tommy John surgery. Right-hander Williams Perez, right rotator cuff strain, DL June 7th. Lefty Paco Rodriguez out all year, recovering from Tommy John surgery. Outfielder Malik Smith on DL, swing and a miss by Goodwin. Strike 1. Smith, June the 20th, fractured his left thumb. Right-hander Julio Teheran, the Braves' lone all-star this year, went to the DL August 2nd with a right lat strain. Their closer, Arodys Vizcaíno, went to the DL July 16th with a right oblique strain. Right-handed pitcher Dan Winkler, June 7th, fractured right elbow. And right-hander Chris Withrow, August the 9th, elbow inflammation. Now the pitch. Goodwin swings late, grounds one foul off the protective screen in front of the Braves dugout, and it's 0-2. Goodwin 1 for 6 of the big leagues, his first major league hit. Came in the 8th inning of Wednesday's game off reliever Zach McAllister of the Indians. Our injury report presented by Innova, the future of health.
That was impressive.
I didn't think I had a chance to. Now the wide of the 0-2, way inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
I figured it was going to be a 4-part miniseries.
I mean, you only get 25
documentary on the
25 men on the active roster,
and you have a 40-man roster.
So they have 12 men on the disabled list.
Fewer on the 60, but
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the 60.
Wow,
that's a lot. All those Tommy Johns. Pitch to Goodwin is taken inside to the left-handed hitter. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I don't know if I've ever seen a major league club with 12 players on the disabled list. And they have several who have been on and off the disabled list. 2 balls, 2 strikes, including the starting pitcher, Foltynewicz. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball, rolled to short. Ibar has to charge this one. He gloves, he throws off balance on the move in time to get Goodwin to the side. Retired, 6 up, 6 set down for Mike Foltynewicz. Third inning here at Nationals Park. Eric Ibar will lead off for the Braves against Steven Strasburg. Atlanta has the lead 2-0. And in with a play-by-play, here's Dave Jagler.
And the Braves, a hot-hitting lineup coming in. Off to a good start is Atlanta. First pitch is cut on and foul off to the left. And it'll be in the seats over the dugout. Ibar struck out looking his first time up. Most of the Braves hitters up and down their lineup have been on recent hot streaks, and Ibar no exception. He's hit in 15 of the last 16 games, raising his average from 208 to 240 starting the night. The 0-1. Swinging a soft ground ball toward the middle. First chance for Defoe behind second to throw to first. Gets his man by a step. Wilmer Defoe making his second start of the year at short, with the night off for Danny Espinosa.
Some fans may wonder, well, why not trade Turner? Well, Turner's been playing second base now most of the time. And most managers, if they're going to spot someone in for one game, they'll use that guy as the replacement for the regular and keep Turner at second base.
Defoe played exclusively shortstop at Double-A.
Whereas Turner moved around a little bit.
Freddie Freeman takes a first pitch curve for a strike. Freeman doubled in a run in the first inning. It was an un-Freeman-like performance in April against the Nationals. He went 1 for 16 in the 2 series. Pitch swung out and missed, a changeup. He hit a home run in his first at-bat of the season on opening day in Atlanta, and then went 0 for 15 against the Nats. But he snapped that with a double in the first inning, scoring Enciarte. Here's the wind of the 0-2. Strike 3 called. Fastball inside corner, and Freeman down quickly. So he went curve, changeup, fastball, and that one spotted to the inside corner. And strikeout number 4 for Strasburg. Steven actually missed his spot there. Ramos was set up to the outside, had to reach for the pitch, which was middle in.
Fortunate to get the call.
Right, that's what happened on the home run ball for Peterson. So Strasburg, again, not quite locked in with the fastball command, but he got Freeman looking. Here's Matt Kemp. Kemp takes one over the outside corner with a fastball. Nationals just saw Kemp right after the All-Star break with the Padres. He had a big series here, and they're going to see a lot of him down the stretch. The 0-1. Low and away off the mitt of Ramos, 1-1. The Nationals and Braves, including tonight, 13 meetings in the next 34 games. These teams played 6 of the first 8 games of the year, and then 105 games they didn't see each other. Next pitch, lifted in the air to deep left field. This ball carrying, where it turns back on the run to the warning track, reaches out, can't get it. It's off the wall, then deflects off Jason. He picks it up and throws it in as Kemp is in standing with a double. Well, the ball's just jumping tonight. That was a reach out and a flick shot over the head of the left fielder for a double. Kemp's 27th two-base hit of the year.
A breeze blowing out at about 13 miles an hour.
He almost one-handed that ball nearly out of the ballpark.
It's kind of in protect mode on that pitch, but squared it up. And Jason got back. I think he had a little bit of discomfort where he was in relation to the wall. He had a little more room to go. And kind of pulled off that one, and it went over his glove.
Braves leading 2-0, and they have a runner at second for Nick Markakis, who was out on a foul pop-up to the second baseman his first time up. The set, the pitch, and it's lifted down the left field line, giving Chase Worth. This one will end up in the seats, 0-1. Strasburg goes to the rosin bag. Braves with 3 hits to this point, all extra base hits, 2 doubles and a homer. And Markakis has been red hot, a 6-game hitting streak over 400. The 0-1 is sent foul to the left side, out of play. Well, Nick Markakis has been to the plate 17 times in his career against Steven Strasburg and has never struck out. That is far and away the most plate appearances for any batter that Strasburg has not fanned. So we're setting it up for you. 0-2. And Strasburg backs off. And Ramos have had a few of those scenarios with a runner at second. Now the sign and the set. Look at the runner, Kemp. And the 0-2. Swing, and it's lifted left side and out of play. Markakis with 62 runs batted in. Far and away the Braves leader. Now, Kemp has 74, but 69 of those were with San Diego. Well, Markakis has always been a guy who knows how to drive in a run. Last year, his first year with the Braves, hit just 3 homers. This year, he's already more than doubled that. He's got 7. The 0-2. Swing and a foul tip, and he struck him out. First time Strasburg fans Markakis. He got him on a curve down and in. Markakis was asking if that ball was tipped into the dirt, but the inning over. So Strasburg pitches around the double. Although we'll see the Braves, are they looking at a possible challenge? It does not appear that they are. So the strikeout will stand, and Strasburg has 5 Ks. Middle of the third, 2-0 Atlanta. 53 average. No homers, 3 runs batted in. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it off to the left. Time for a real-time game alert powered by Alarm.com. With Nick Markakis striking out for the first time in his career against Strasburg in 18 at-bats, 18 plate appearances. We got to give you the new record holder. The 0-1 is inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Entering tonight, only Placido Polanco, the now retired former Philly, has faced Strasburg double-figure plate appearances without striking out. Polanco had 9 at-bats, 10 plate appearances, and Strasburg never struck him out. Pitch is in the dirt, 2-1, and I don't think he ever will. This real-time game alert is powered by Alarm.com. Alarm.com's smarter home security is trusted by millions every day to make their homes and businesses safer, smarter, and more efficient. Here's the 2-1. Swinging a little looper, shallow right center. Enciarte moving in and over and makes the catch. 7 straight retired by Mike Foltynewicz. The Nationals have not hit anything hard against him to this point. Cedar Rita tickets presented by Anheuser-Busch are on sale now. Receive an upper gallery ticket and free beer or Rita product starting at just $21. For all the details and to purchase your Cedar Rita ticket, visit nationals.com/Rita. Ben Revere, the batter, he's had back-to-back 2-hit games. His average up to 216, 2 homers, 21 runs batted in. A pitch from Foltynewicz, high and inside. Revere leans back. It was an opening day in Atlanta that Revere was injured on his first swing of the season. Suffered the oblique strain and was on the DL for over a month. Pitch high, 2-0.
So he's after an outstanding spring that he had, and was very much looking forward to his first year with the Nats.
So that's the only game that he has played in against the Braves until tonight. Third baseman Garcia in on the grass. Freeman playing shallow at first. And the 2-0 pitch. Inside and low. 3-0. That one Rivera to skip out of the way of. The 3-0 pitch. Right down the center. The 3-1. And that's low, and the Nationals have their first base runner on a 1-out walk to Ben Revere, only his 17th walk drawn this season. Can't believe we've gotten this deep into the game without letting you know how to spell Foltynewicz. 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 6'4", 200-pound right-hander. He's got a thick reddish beard.
I would think, Dave, some folks listening at home started to write that name and were waiting for us to spell it out.
I had to look it up to never having faced him before.
Doesn't flow off your pen, does it?
No, not like Nieuwenhuis.
Not like Nieuwenhuis.
Foltynewicz out of Manuka High School in Illinois, a first-round pick by the Astros, and came here to Atlanta in the Evan Gattis trade when Gattis was traded to Houston. Strasburg squares, pulls the bat back, and he takes a slider for a called strike. Strasburg's been swinging a hot bat. He has 4 hits in his last 2 games, his average up to .213. But this is a bunting spot. He has 5 sacrifices. Foltynewicz pitching from the stretch for the first time. The 0-1. Strasburg bunts it back toward the mound. It spins to the pitcher. Barehand pickup. Throw to first for the out. With Peterson, the second baseman, taking the throw. Strasburg gets the bunt down. Nice work. Sacrifice number 6. And the Nationals, with their first man on base, have him into scoring position with Trey Turner coming to the plate.
Nicely done.
Trey grounded out to the second baseman his first time up. And we'll see if the second time through the order is a little more successful for the Nationals. They've not been able to square anything up against this hard-throwing righty. Here's the set to kick the pitch. Swinging a pop-up right side. Freeman and Recker and Foltynewicz all racing over. And that one is about 6 rows in over the dugout. Foltynewicz making like Doug Fister, the former Nationals pitcher, used to chase all the pop-ups. Foltynewicz was a big-time prospect in the Astros organization, but piled up some big walk numbers in the minor leagues, and they moved him to the bullpen. And he made his big league debut in relief in 2014 with Bo Porter as his manager. Bo now the Braves' third base coach. Traded to Atlanta in January of 2015. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a foul back into the screen. It's strike 2. Last year, 18 appearances, 15 starts for the Braves, but again, never faced the Nationals. He went 4-6 with a .571 ERA. And in 10 AAA starts with Gwinnett, he went 1-6. And he also had time on the disabled list in September. He was shut down. He was diagnosed with costochondritis. And that one I had to look up. I was not aware of costochondritis. Pitches in the dirt, 1-2. But for those of you wondering, costochondritis is inflammation of the cartilage that connects the rib to the breastbone. That doesn't sound very good. And Foltynewicz had to have surgery to repair part of a rib. And I guess that cured him of costochondritis. Now Recker will visit the mound.
They couldn't get together on the signs. Foltynewicz called him out. Yeah, I would say he has the market cornered on stories. He said, I had costochondritis. Nobody else is duplicating that.
I don't know. Well, what's that? That sounds really serious.
Costochondritis.
Let's put the interns to work to find out what that was. Here's the 1-2. Fastball low.
That's a big job. But they did a good job.
Yep. And so did the doctors, taking out the part of that rib, and he's been costochondritis free ever since. The 2-2. Swinging a ground ball sharply foul up the third base side.
I'm sure people just tuning in are saying, what are they talking about?
Is it a common ailment? I don't know. I'm sure some of our listeners have.
I'd never heard of it before tonight.
Here's the 2-2. And he lays off a curve in the dirt. Ball blocked out in front of the plate. And you are the injury expert with the ANOVA injury report.
That's right.
We have not seen that before or since.
Is that all one word?
Costochondritis.
Yes. It is.
Costochondritis. Costochondritis.
Now, even the guy with the bell doesn't know if you're right.
I was reading it. The 3-2. Swinging a line drive left center field. Base hit. The Nationals' first hit of the game. Brings in their first run of the game. Revere around third. He'll score on a clutch 2-out single by Trey Turner. RBI number 13 for Trey. It's now the Braves 2 and the Nationals 1 here in the third inning.
Good baseball. The walk, the sacrifice, and then try to get Turner with a curve and hung that one a little bit. Trey ripped it into center field to score Revere easily from second base.
So Strasburg's bunt, big play in the inning, and the Nationals' first run of the game scored by Ben Revere. It's presented by McDonald's. Turner, the runner at first. Foltynewicz has only allowed one steal in 4 tries, and he's picked off 2. He turns, throws to first. Turner dives back. If the Nationals score 6 or more, you win a free 6-piece Chicken McNuggets with the purchase of any beverage. Download the McDonald's app at mcdonalds.com/APP to redeem. Worth 0 for 1 with a ground out to the second baseman. Foltynewicz sets, slide step in the pitch, and it's outside. Well, he normally has a pretty big leg kick, but pitching from the stretch, he went to the slide step, so that really takes away a chance to try to run. Even someone as fast as Turner. Throw over to first, and Freeman with a tag, and it's a close play. And diving back, Turner. We mentioned 2 pickoffs. So he's pretty good at keeping runners close.
Some listeners have weighed in our Twitter account, Dave, that have had costochondritis, and it's very painful.
Okay, well, it sounds it. Here's the 1-0. Swinging a pop-up left side, foul, and out of play. We'll continue the thought after we pause for station identification on the Nationals Radio Network.
WJFK-FM, WJFK-FM HD1 Manassas, Washington, and WIAD HD3 Bethesda. 106.7 The Fan.
Dave Jagler, Charlie Slows from Nationals Park. Game 1 between the Nats and the Braves. Atlanta leading 2-1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Worth. To set the pitch. Fastball just low, 2-1.
Also pointed out by one of our listeners, Dave, that former National Ryan Matthews, at the time they said it was dealing with inflammation of the chest wall, but they didn't use the term costochondritis, but that's what it was.
Okay. The pitch is a strike over the outside corner at 96.
So that was in February of 2014, just when pitchers and catchers reported to spring training.
So he had a sore chest, but he really had costochondritis.
Evidently so.
All right. 2-2 to Worth. 2 outs. Turner at first. There goes Turner. The pitch is high. The throw down by Recker is way too late. Turner, the head first dive, able to hold the bag with stolen base number 9. That time Foltynewicz did not slide step. He went to a full leg kick, and Turner stole that very, very easily. So he picked a great pitch to run on.
He gets on base. His speed never goes in a slump.
I don't know why Foltynewicz switched up. His slide step, there would be no chance to go, but that was a slow leg kick. 3-2 to Worth. Chance to deliver the tying run here with a hit to extend that on-base streak. The 3-2. Swing, and it's poked foul out of play to the right into the second level.
Well, last year when he was in the big leagues, base stealers were 6 for 9 against Foltynewicz. But you're right, with that slide step, they were 1 out of 4 with 2 pickoffs coming into this game.
But Turner's not your average base stealer.
No.
So he can turn the numbers in his favor. He's got a good lead at second. Foltynewicz deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. High fastball at 95, and he blew it by Jason Worth. Nationals get a run on a hit. They leave a man at second, and after 3, it's 2-1 Atlanta. Call 703-590-2311 or visit PotomacNationals.com. Top of the 4th inning, Atlanta leading 2-1. Leading off will be the third baseman, Adonis Garcia. First pitch is hit on the ground, right side foul. Wide of the bag, 0-1. Garcia in his second year in the big leagues, but he's 31. He defected from Cuba and played in the Yankees farm system. Here's the pitch. Low and away, but he's given the Braves some power and some defense at third. He really struggled defensively at the start of the year and was sent to the minor leagues. The 1-1. Swinging a fly ball straight away center. Ben Revere in a step. Now takes a half step back and makes the catch. 1 away. Garcia went down to the minor leagues to play left field, but when he came back to the Braves after 19 games at AAA, he went back to third base, and he's played much better defense and has hit well. Here's Jace Peterson. He homered on a 2-0 pitch. Off the bat, it didn't look like much, but the wind is blowing out, the warm air, the ball's carrying, and it just sneaked over the wall in right center for his 6th home run. Pitch, the left-handed hitter, is outside. Jace Peterson had his first major league hit against Steven Strasburg 2 years ago, and now has a home run against him. Curveball is a strike called. It's 1-1. Peterson also spent some time in AAA after being on the opening day roster. The 1-1. Swing and a miss on a curve down and in. The 1-2. Swinging a bouncing ball right side foul. One note about the Braves that is just staggering. When you look at their pitching staff, they have not had a single pitcher be on the active roster for the entire season. Every pitcher who was on the opening day roster who's still there has been on the disabled list or in the minor leagues at some point. The 1-2. Swinging a line drive down the left field line, twisting into the seats. And only 3 of the pitchers currently, they have 13 pitchers on the roster, were on the opening day roster. And all have either been on the DL or in the minors. Jim Johnson, Eric O'Flaherty, and Jose Ramirez. So it has been a revolving door. The 1-2. A foul at the plate. I mean, not just revolving, but really fastly spinning. Just today, the Braves called up 2 pitchers. Jason Hirsch, it would be his big league debut, and Akil Morris, who has 1 big league appearance. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. There goes the bat. That one into the screen over the Nationals dugout as Peterson strikes out on a changeup. and lost the bat for good measure. Strikeout number 6 for Strasburg. Nationals had that extended net over the dugout, and it hit the netting rather than going into the stands and dropped down toward the camera well on the near end of the Nats dugout. 2 down, and the batter Anthony Recker. Recker flied to left, took one under the chin as Strasburg had one slip on him. Here's the pitch. Curveball, locked him up, called strike. Hard to believe that Recker, 3 years with the Mets, 13 through 15, this is the first time he's ever facing Strasburg. As many times as Strasburg faced the Mets, Recker was never in the lineup. Pitch hit high in the air to shallow right. Turner, the second baseman, moving out under it. Still drifting back. And he makes the catch. And Steven Strasburg has his first 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom half of inning 4. It'll be Murphy, Ramos, and Rendon. 2-1 Braves. Scored in every inning. All 8 innings they batted, they scored. That's only the 19th time in the modern era of baseball that a team scored in every inning. Here's Murphy, 0 for 1 with a fly out to left. Here's the pitch. Over the outside corner for a strike, even though Recker jerked the glove back to the corner. So 19 times in the history of modern baseball has a team scored in every inning. And the Brewers did it yesterday to the Braves. Next pitch, line drive right field, base hit. On a curveball, Murphy. Just his second hit in the last 20 at-bats. But he's 2 for his last 4. And 1 for 2 tonight. And a leadoff man on base on the Nationals' second hit against Foltynewicz. And both hits have come on curveballs. The Nationals have not done any damage with his fastball yet.
There's a reason he's 5-5 with a 4.37 ERA. We just haven't seen it yet.
No. I mean, he beat the Cardinals his last start. 1 run in 6 innings. He's had some very good games. And then some games on the other end. Ramos with nobody out. Here's the pitch. And it's down and away, ball 1. He had a game against the White Sox. Right before the All-Star break, he pitched 7 shutout innings with 10 strikeouts. And the White Sox, a pretty good hitting lineup. A couple of starts ago, he gave up 7 runs in 5 1/3, 12 hits, and got the win against Minnesota. So he's been hit hard at times, but at other times has been dominant. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Had a changeup. He doesn't throw that pitch much, but he struck out Ramos on the change and got him swinging there for strike 1. It's a big drop-off in velocity when you're geared up for 95 plus, and he throws a change at about 82 to 84. The 1-1. Swinging a ground ball, slowly hit right side. Peterson dives. He's got it from his knees. Throws to first for the out. What a play by Chase Peterson, robbing Ramos of a hit to right and maybe first and third. But Murphy moves to second on the play as Peterson was way toward the middle. Ball not hit sharply, but he laid out into a dive and made an outstanding play. I thought that one was going to sneak through, but it didn't.
Just not enough steam on that one, and he does go a long way and make a great diving play. Well, Dave, you talked about Terry Collins' post-game tirade last night. Within it, he said, now there's going to be times where you get beat and get beat again really bad. It's going to happen again. I'm sure he wasn't hoping it was the next night. They're losing 8-2 in the 3rd inning.
Oh, he was talking about coming in today, pushing the reset button, refreshed, and new start. Well,
you're only as good as your next day starter, and Logan Verrett's getting pounded. He's out of the game in the 3rd inning.
Murphy at second, Rendon the batter. First ball swinging, a foul to the backstop. 0-1.
Gave up his 3rd home run in that game. Christian Bethancourt, the former Brave, hit his 6th of the year. Seth Lugo in relief. He was just called up earlier today with Michael Conforto sent back to Las Vegas.
The 0-1 is low on a slider. 1 ball, 1 strike.
figure the move for a pitcher is out of necessity, but you didn't think that Conforto would be sent down again so quickly.
Here's the set. Murphy off second, and the 1-1. Swinging a fly ball, deep left field, way back, going, and long gone. A hanging curveball put in section 102. Home run number 14 for Anthony Rendon. Nationals lead for the first time, 3-2. And Foltynewicz continues to get hurt on the curveball.
Trying to mix it up. So good with a heater that the Nationals had done nothing with it.
They haven't touched it.
Keep coming with it, even if he was throwing it on almost every pitch. He gets tagged, and Rendon's been driving in runs and piling up extra base hits lately.
He's now at 50 RBIs, and all 3 Nationals hits have come on curveballs. Here's Brian Goodwin. Fastball swung on and missed. He may put the curveball on the shelf for a while. Go to that changeup or a slider if he goes off speed. The 0-1. Swinging a bouncing ball and a fastball. Slowly hit to the first baseman Freeman. He gloves and steps to his left to the bag for the unassisted out.
That one traveled a long way into section 102. Estimated distance 437 feet. Leaving the bat of Anthony Rendon at 106 miles an hour.
Launch angle?
23 degrees.
Wow, okay.
I don't know if I understand all that, but
106 at a 23-degree angle equals 2 runs on the board. Here's Wilmer Defoe. Takes an off-speed pitch high, a changeup. So after a rough start for Steven Strasburg, he'll take them out in the 5th inning with the lead. The 1-0. Defoe leans back from a changeup that catches the inside corner. So Anthony Recker appears to have made an adjustment behind the plate. Defoe fly to center his first time up. Switch hitting shortstop. The 1-1 to him. Fastball, late swing, and a foul back.
And for those wondering tonight, Alex Rodriguez batting 3rd for the Yankees. Team down 1-0 in the bottom of the 1st inning. He answered the call with his Traumatics line, a 2-2 pitch in the left center field for an RBI double. Tied the game at 1 in the 1st. It's off Chris Archer.
The 1-2. Swinging a bouncing ball and one big hop to third. Garcia moves in and on the infield grass. Close play, throws to first for the out. He took his time. Defoe hustling down the line. But the Nationals strike for 2 runs on 2 hits. A home run for Anthony Rendon, and after 4, the Nationals lead the Braves 3-2 on the Nationals Radio Network.
Very much, Dave. And Foltynewicz struck out swinging his first time. Looks at the first pitch. In there, a called strike of fastball at 95 miles an hour. Beginning, you caught up on all the other action around the major leagues here in the 5th inning with our scoreboard brought to you by your local Honda dealer. The 0-1 pitch, fastball, called strike. It's 0-2. You can drive the best with a new Honda. Why settle for less? See your local Honda dealer today. 0-2 on Foltynewicz for the right side of the plate. Strasburg rocks, kicks, delivers, and he's way outside with a changeup. 1 ball, 2 strikes. National League this afternoon. Cubs win big over the Cardinals at Wrigley Field. 13-2. The Cubs have won 12 in a row. Here's a swing and a drive it well to right center field. Revere going back. It's way back. It's over his head and it's off the wall in play. Foltynewicz around first, heading for second. Revere's throw on 1 hop is not in time. Foltynewicz gets a hold of a 95-mile-an-hour fastball and sends it out to right center at 103 miles an hour. And has his first extra base hit of the year and the second of his career, both doubles. A leadoff double here in the 5th inning puts the tying run in scoring position and brings up the leadoff man, Ender Inciarte. Cubs scored 2 in the first and 5 in the second against Adam Wainwright, who was out of the game after 2 innings, giving up 7 runs, 6 hits, and an early home run. That was hit by Wilson Contreras, 3-run homer. 7th for the Cubs catcher. The pitch of the way, swinging a line drive, pulled foul by Inciarte off the stands with a carom. Good play by the ball girl. Down the right field line, strike one. Jake Arrieta went 5 2/3 innings. Gave up a run on 4 hits, struck out 6, walked 2. Allowed a Stephen Piscotty 5th inning solo homer, 16th, but out of the game in the 6th inning after 105 pitches. Fastball outside, and the count 1-1 to Inciarte. Justin Grimm an inning and a third. Joe Smith an inning. Travis Wood an inning. Finished it. Meanwhile, in relief for the Cardinals, Seth Maness a scoreless inning. Jonathan Broxton 2 scoreless innings. But Jerome Williams in 3 innings gave up 6 runs on 6 hits and 4 home runs. Here's a swing and a fly ball foul outside of third. Down the line a bit in the seats out of play. And Strasburg's ahead 1-2. Matt Caesar hit 2 home runs, a solo in the 6th, a 2-run homer in the 7th, his 4th and 5th, both off Williams. Jorge Soler, solo homer in the 6th inning, his 8th. And Javier Baez in the 7th with a man on, his 12th. Nightmarish game for the Cardinals and for Jerome Williams in relief. 4 home runs in 2 inning span. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foltynewicz off second. Strasburg kicks, delivers the pitch. Fastball is outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. So the Cardinals are now 14 games back of the division leading Cubs. For the Pirates, 14.5. But the Cardinals are only a game behind Miami for the second wild card spot of the month. Pitch of the way, lifts one in the air late. Third base side foul and out of play. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. In Philadelphia, Rockies 1, Phillies 1. They're in the bottom of the 2nd inning. And a delay earlier, John Gray 8-5 against Jake Thompson, 0-1. Second start for the rookie. Strasburg toes the rubber. Not working at a quick pace right now. Here's the set. The kick and the pitch. Swing and a fly ball. Shallow left center field. Playable. Coming on is Revere. He's there. Depot going out. Worth from left coming in, but Revere makes the catch for the out. 1 away with Foltynewicz holding at second. At Citi Field in New York, the Padres 8 and the Mets 2. They're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Logan Barrett started for the Mets with a record of 3-7 and really struggled in 29 games and 11 starts. And he struggled some more tonight. He lasted 2 2/3. He gave up 4 home runs, 8 runs on 6 hits, struck out 4, walked 3. Seth Lugo scoreless inning in a third. Pitch on the way. Called strike to Eric Ibar. Ryan Schimpf, a first inning grand slam, his 11th home run, followed back to back by Jabari Blash with a solo homer, his 3rd. Christian Bethancourt homered in the 3rd inning with nobody on his 6th. Pitch on the way, hit up the middle, base hit center field. Revere charging, and to 3rd is Foltynewicz. He'll be held up. The throw is very high and all the way into the plate to Ramos. Fortunate that Ibar did not think about going to second because the throw could not be cut. He airmailed it into the plate.
Yeah, Ibar had basically conceded that he was going to stop at first. If he took a hard turnaround first, he could have easily made second. Nationals catch a break.
Also in the 3rd inning of that game in New York, Ryan Schimpf homered again. A 2-run homer, now with 12 home runs. He had 9 in July. He's driven in 6 of the Padres' 8 runs. They lead the Mets 8-2. Mets have lost 3 straight, 5 of 6, 7 of 10, 11 of 15, 14 of 19. Taken out a little further. Freddie Freeman's the batter, 1st and 3rd and 1 out. First pitch starting him off with a curveball. It's outside. Freeman doubled off the wall in right center in the 1st inning to drive in the Braves' first run. Was called out on strikes on 3 pitches his last time up in the 3rd inning. Reds get a run at the top of the 1st in Milwaukee against Jimmy Nelson. Swing and a fastball fouled back. Count even 1-1. Nelson 6-11 against Homer Bailey. 1-1 his third start for the Reds. Pittsburgh and the Dodgers in L.A. later. It'll be Ivan Nova, who won his first start as a Pirate, beating the Reds. Ross Stripling 3-3 makes his 10th start for the Dodgers, who are one game behind the Giants in the West. 1 ball, 1 strike on Freeman. Foltynewicz, the pitcher who doubled, is at third. Ibar, who singled at first, the pitch. And the changeup is low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Interleague play, Red Sox 8, Diamondbacks 2. That game's in the top of the 4th inning at Fenway Park. Matchup there of Patrick Corbin 4-11 against David Price 9-8. Swing and a fly ball left field deep to the corner. Worth going back. Still back at the wall, and it's gone. Goodbye. An opposite field 3-run homer for Freddie Freeman on an 88-mile-an-hour changeup. And the ball is just flying out of Nationals Park here tonight. 3rd home run hit of the game, the 2nd by the Braves. For Freeman, his 22nd home run of the year, a 3-run shot. He's driven in 4 runs in the game. And with 3 runs home here in the 5th inning, the Braves have the lead 5-3.
That one is left way up. Changeup normally wants to have a dive in the dirt, and he crushed it.
Freddie Freeman comes through for the Braves. Matt Kemp, first pitch swinging at a fastball. He's late, fouls it off to the first base side, out of play. So Steven Strasburg, who is coming off his shortest outing of the year, 4 2/3 against the Giants, is at 4 1/3 now. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and a fastball. It's 0-2. Corbin lasted only an inning and 2/3 against the Red Sox. Zach Godley in relief, 8 runs, 9 hits, 4 the runs earned. Pitch on the way. Check swing, ball in the dirt. They appeal. No, says Tim Timmons at first. Evidently, Hanley Ramirez was not collision at first base, was not hurt seriously for the Red Sox. He had a 3-run homer in the first off Corbin and a 3-run homer in the second off Corbin. His 15th and 16th homers. Ricky Weeks has a home run for the Red Sox. 2-run shot of the first, his 6th of the year. Pitch on the way, swung on, fouled back. 1-2. It continues on Kemp. Fouled the curveball back that time. Also in interleague play, the White Sox lead the Marlins 3-0. Last report, bottom of the 4th at Marlins Park. Carlos Rodon 2-8 against Andrew Cashner 4-8. And a swing and a slow ground ball to third. Rendon has it. He has time. Whips the throw to Murphy for the second out here at the top of the 5th inning. Marlins have lost 6 of their last 8. But again, they started play today holding the second wild card spot. And with the Cardinals losing, they're a game up on the Cardinals, 2 up on the Pirates, 3 up on the Mets at the moment. Well, their interleague matchup is later on. Baltimore and San Francisco. Dylan Bundy will make his 6th start for the Orioles. He's 5-3. Matt Cain 4-6 for the Giants. 1 game up for the Dodgers. Orioles trail the Blue Jays by a half game in the AL East. Pitch is a called strike to Nick Markakis, who's popped to second and struck out. Bats with 2 out, nobody on. American League, Tampa Bay and New York, 1-1 the score. Top of the second, Alex Rodriguez a double to drive of the Yankees run. Evan Longoria is 26th home run of the year for the Rays run of the first. Fastball inside evens the count 1-1. Chris Archer pitching for Tampa Bay, 6-15. CC Sabathia 6-9 for the Yankees. Strasburg winds, delivers the 1-1. Curveball drops in for a strike. It's 1-2. The Astros lead the Blue Jays 4-2. Top of the 6th of the Rogers Center. Joe Musgrove, 3rd appearance, 2nd start of the big leagues for Houston. Francisco Liriano, 2nd start for the Toronto Blue Jays after the trade from the Pirates. Michael Saunders, home run for the Blue Jays. Swing and a foul straight back to the Bluestone wall. behind the plate, and the count holding at 1-2. Saunders' home run came in the fourth inning with nobody on for Toronto. Angels and Indians playing in Cleveland. They're tied 3-3. Their game's now in the top of the fifth inning. Now there's Skaggs. 1-0 fourth start against Carlos Carrasco. 7-6 for the Indians. Here's the pitch. High and away with a fastball. 2-2 to Markakis. Cole Calhoun had a first inning home run, his 12th of the year for the Angels. Second batter of the game. Brandon Guyer sold a homer for the Indians in the second. His 8th of the year for the Virginia native. The wind of the 2-2. Swing and a bouncer pull foul. Into the camera well, the far end of the Nationals dugout of the first base side.
Strasburg is perspiring so profusely, the bill of his cap is soaked and the sweat is dripping off the bill of his cap in front of his face. It's like he took a shower with his cap on.
The wind, the pitch, swing and a pop-up foul, third base side and out of play. Tough conditions for sure.
I mean, now you have to ask the question. He's over 90 pitches. He's due to bat second in the bottom of the fifth inning. I mean, Dusty wouldn't want to go to the bullpen this early.
Next pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out to retire the side. 7th strike, bottom of the fourth, but Steven Strasburg unable to have a shutdown inning. Gave up 3 in the fifth, all on a Freddie Freeman 3-run home run. It's to Ben Revere is high and away. For ball one, Steven Strasburg will bat second in the inning. No action at all in the Nationals bullpen. He's at 93 pitches in 5 innings. Pitches in for a strike, and the count's 1-1.
We posed the question about possibly pinch hitting, but Dusty Baker knows this is day one of a 20-day stretch without an off day.
Looking for more innings. The wind, the pitch, swing and a fly ball hit to left field. Chasing toward the corner, Matt Kemp. He gets there, he makes the catch, still on the grass. That one didn't quite have the carry of some of the other fly balls. Detroit at Texas in the American League. Started that one delayed. Kansas City at Minnesota. Started that one delayed. By the way, Texas is supposed to be Anibal Sanchez against Yu Darvish. In Minneapolis, Yordano Ventura 7-9 against Kyle Gibson 4-6. And the pitch on the way to Steven Strasburg is taking low, ball one. The Royals 10 games out of the American League Central. Maybe not even a factor in the wild card. Pitch on the way is low. So 2 balls and no strikes right now. The two teams who went to the World Series last year, their postseason chances are in serious jeopardy. Seattle at Oakland later. Pitch to Steven in for a strike, a fastball 2-1. Ariel Miranda will make his second start for the Mariners. They acquired him for the Orioles in the trade for Wade Miley. Sean Bonilla goes for Oakland. Now the wind, 2-1 pitch. Swing and a foul ball up the third base line. Chopped by Steven, who started to run it out. And now coming back to the plate, it'll be a 2-2 count. Went home the other night after the Nationals win over the Indians. And watch Ross Detweiler throw 8 shutout innings for the A's over the Orioles. Might have been the best game I've ever seen him pitch. He was vintage. Great curveball, which he had not thrown that much. Swinging a foul ball right side out of play. Kind of away from it when his career was winding down with the Nationals. He had a great curveball in that game, threw the changeup and the fastball, and was really able to locate.
He's pretty much a one-pitch pitcher. He was fastball about 90% of the time when he was a starter here.
It's best he's looked since 2012 down the stretch. Here's the winding pitch. Low. Ball 3. 3-2 to Strasburg. And again, our scoreboard is brought to you by your local Honda dealer. Here's the wind and the 3-2 to Strasburg. High, outside, ball 4. Well,
just what Dusty Baker is looking for. Strasburg running the bases.
Now he's hoping someone hits it out of the park so he can walk around the bases. Trey Turner, the batter. Grounded to second and lined a solid single to left center field back at the third. I mean, if he has to run the bases, you're hoping it's station to station or the ball goes in the seats. You don't want to have him try and go first to third or score all the way from first. Foltynewicz delivers. Turner swings and it pops it up. Shallow left, playable for Kemp moving in. He's waiting now, makes the catch. Strasburg about 40% of the way to second, walks back to first. Turner's out on one pitch. 2 away. The Braves leading 5-3 here. Bottom of inning number 5. Jason Worth is the batter now. We remind you this copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Washington Nationals Baseball Club and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Washington Nationals. Jason Worth standing in his bounce to second and struck out. He's received a heavy dose of fastballs from Foltynewicz. And when he's been beaten tonight, it's been on a breaking ball. Fastball way outside, backhanded by the catcher, Anthony Recker, ball 1. Now sounds like the Nats bullpen phone is ringing. The set of the pitch, way outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Letting Strasburg barely come back for the 6th inning, but at 93 pitches and off a 29-pitch inning. They are likely to have somebody up at the start of the inning. Moving around down there now. Ronaldo Lopez will be called up to start here tomorrow night against the Braves. The Nats will have to make a corresponding roster. Pitch to Worth, called strike of the knees. 2-1. See if we find out anything after the game. Bryce Harper was to see a chiropractor before the game for the neck tightness, neck spasms he's been dealing with. Now the set. Here's the pitch. Swing and Worth pops it up foul down the right field line, out of play. Bryce in uniform in the Nationals dugout. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. And tomorrow night on Star Wars night, game time at 7:05. We'll have the broadcast at 6:30. Rob Whalen, a rookie we have not seen, a right-hander, will start for the Braves. And then another pitcher we haven't seen will pitch on Sunday, Terrell Jenkins for Atlanta. Tanner Roark for the Nats. 135 first pitch. Swing and a miss. And a fastball blows it by him at 96 miles an hour.
Star Wars Day, Saturday, August 13th at Nationals Park. Celebrate the most popular movie series of all time with this fun-filled evening. Visit nationals.com/Star Wars Day.
Steven Strasburg out there now completing his warm-up tosses as we get set to go to the 6th inning here at Nationals Park. You can come out to Nationals Park Monday, August 22nd for Crab Feast on the field here at Nationals Park. While the Nats are on the road in Baltimore, it's presented by Budweiser. Enjoy steamed Maryland blue crabs, sides, and all you care to drink Budweiser, Bud Light, soda, and water while watching the Nationals take on the Orioles on the Nats HD video board here at Nationals Park. Tickets start at just $60. Visit nationals.com/Crab Feast for details. That sounds good, Dave. We can't make it, though. We'll be at the game. People will actually be viewing on the board. It'll be Adonis Garcia, the third baseman for the Braves, then Jace Peterson, and the catcher Anthony Recker here in the 6th against Steven Strasburg, who's at 93 pitches. Braves 5, Nats 3. Once again, here's Dave.
We won't be eating as well.
No.
Here's the pitch. A strike with a fastball, knee-high over the outside corner. Yusmeiro Petit was briefly throwing. Well, nobody is in that Nationals pen. The 0-1. Low and outside with a fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 delivery. Poke down the right field line. This is twisting foul. into the seats, first row along the side wall. Garcia, a strikeout and a fly to center. Here's the pitch. Swing and a change up and a bouncer foul back to the screen. Garcia hits out of an open stance from the right side. The windup, the 1-2, and it's too high. A fastball at 93. Now mid at bat, the Nationals bullpen will get busy again. This time I think it's Matt Belisle. The 2-2. Swinging a line shot, center field, base hit. A bullet on a fastball. And Belisle may be getting ready a little more quickly now. Here's Chase Peterson. He took advantage of a very small playing Nationals park. Hit a little pop-up that carried out to right center in the second inning. Mike Maddox, the pitching coach, is going to visit the mound. This is a stall. Braves had a 2-0 lead. Nationals got a run in the third and took the lead in the fourth inning on a Rendon homer, but it took just a matter of a few batters for the Braves to surge right back in front. Pitch right down the middle, hit for a double off the wall by the pitcher, Mike Foltynewicz, who is not a strong hitter. Then two batters later, a single by Eric Ibar, and that's killer Freddie Freeman, a 3-run homer to left field on a hanging changeup. So we'll see how much more time Belisle needs to get ready. He's a veteran. He usually gets ready quickly. Peterson, the batter, a home run and a strikeout. Here's the pitch. Bluffs bunt and takes this one for a strike. It'll be kind of a surprise for Peterson to bunt for a sacrifice with the backup catcher and the pitcher to follow. Now the 0-1. A full swing, and he pokes one down the left field side. And it lands on the warning track, foul, and bounces into the crowd. So the bunt on the first try was a bluff. Trying to get the infielders to move in a little bit. Here's the 0-2. Swing and got a piece of it and a foul at the plate on a curveball. Interesting tonight. Strasburg has been throwing far more cutters than curveballs the last 2 months. He has thrown more curveballs than cutters tonight. The cutter has not really been much of a factor. And maybe that's an issue with the grip. Just not feeling that pitch. The 0-2. Curveball hit on the ground right side. Murphy ranges to his right. He's got it. He throws to second for the out, but Strasburg is not over there in time. And so Defoe holds on to the throw. Good play by Murphy, who came off the bag and made a sprawling stop to his backhand. They get the lead runner, and Dusty Baker is going to call a night for Strasburg in 103 pitches. So Steven will not get his 16th win as he'll depart trailing 5-3. Matt Belisle will come in to face Anthony Recker. A pitching change with the Braves leading 5-3 in the top of the sixth inning here on the Nationals Radio Network.
The most low-fare, non-stop destinations make for great family vacations. That's my BWI.
RA. In 29 and a third innings, he's allowed 27 hits, 1 homer. He's walked 5, 3 of those intentionally, and 23 strikeouts. Belisle was a big contributor in Wednesday's victory over the Indians. He came in with 2 on and no outs and got a double play and then another ground out and picked up his 3rd hold. Came on in relief of Gio in the 6th inning. He's on for Strasburg here in the 6th inning tonight. To face Anthony Recker with Jace Peterson at first and one out. Turner to throw to first, and back in standing is Peterson. Belisle has the sign, and he sets. Here's the pitch. Swinging a long drive, left center field. Forget about it. This one going and long gone. Into the Budweiser Brewhouse red seats. Anthony Recker greets Matt Belisle first pitch with his first home run as a Brave. And Atlanta's busted it open. They lead 7-3. The Atlanta Braves, last in the league in home runs, have hit 3 tonight.
He closes the book on Steven Strasburg. One of those runs gets charged to him. 6 runs on 7 hits in 5 1/3.
And the second home run allowed by Belisle. It's Foltynewicz in for a strike. The first pitch. It was Foltynewicz who started his Braves comeback. He blasted a double off the right center field wall and scored on the Freeman 3-run homer. Next pitch, foul back into the screen. What did we say in the pregame show? We talked about how well the Braves were swinging the bats. And they have come in here and lit it up at Nationals Park. 3 home runs, 7 runs on 8 hits, and only in the 6th inning. Here's the 0-2. Curveball almost hit him. Ball 1 inside. The 1-2. Swinging a ground ball sharply hit toward the middle, but Defoe ranges to his left. He has it. Foltynewicz jogs halfway down the line and then turns around as Defoe throws him out. 2 outs. Let's pause for station identification on the Nationals Radio Network.
WJFK-FM, WJFK-FM HD1 Manassas, Washington, and WIAD HD3 Bethesda. 106.7 The Fan.
Dave Jagler, Charlie Slows from Nationals Park with our engineer, Mr. T. Tim Parker, and Vic Ferreira back in the studio. First pitch, a called strike 1 to Ender Enciarte. Enciarte has walked and scored a run. Fly to right, fly to center. Here's the pitch. Swinging a shot up the middle, base hit right center field on a curveball. Enciarte aboard. Takes a wide turn as Goodwin gets it into the cutoff man and holds him to a single. Well, the hope for the Nationals is this ballpark is playing very small, that they can do something in the mid to late innings. But if Mike Foltynewicz puts the curveball away, they may have a problem. But the Atlanta bullpen after the starter is very much inexperienced. Eric Ibar, the hitter. First ball swinging. Swings through a curve, 0-1. Ibar, 1 out of 3, had a hit in front of the Freeman homer in the 5th inning. We talk about the Braves and how well they're hitting. Enciarte's now hit in 28 of the last 30 games. He just had a 19-game hitting streak snap. Here's a shot down the left field line. Worth giving chase, not going to get it. It's a foul ball. Just foul, slicing down in the corner. Ibar's hit safely in 16 of 17 games. Freeman's hitting over 340 in his last 20 games. Recker just homered, came in hitting 359. Throw to first, and back in standing Enciarte on a close play. 7-3 Braves, top of the 6th inning. A stunned and silent crowd here at Nationals Park, with Atlanta scoring 5 runs in the last 2 innings. on a pair of very long home runs. The 0-2. Swinging a ground ball sharply hit foul past first base coach Eddie Perez. Here's the 0-2. Swing, and it's nubbed off the end of the bat up the third base line, but fortunately it rolls foul, as Rendon would have had a very tough play to throw him out. Braves with 9 hits to 3 for the Nationals, a 7-3 lead. The 0-2. Swing, and it's fouled straight back. Nationals have won 14 consecutive games against the Braves in this ballpark since September of 2014. But they have got some work to do to keep that one going. Belisle a long look in. Now he has the sign that he wants. And he pitches. Swinging a ground ball to the right side. Second baseman Turner to his left has it. Throws to first for the out. 2 more runs for the Braves on 3 hits. Another Atlanta home run. Middle of the 6th inning. It's 7-3 Atlanta. 4th inning against Mike Foltynewicz. Pitch. And the first one is a slider, a called strike at the belt. Murphy did not like the call. Meanwhile, Oliver Perez is up in the Nats pen. And the 0-1. Swinging a fly ball down the left field line. Kemp drifting over. This one out of play. Well, we will keep an eye on it, but since Anthony Rendon homered in the 4th inning, Mike Foltynewicz has not thrown another curveball. The Nationals have 3 hits. All 3 were on curveballs. His off-speed since then has been the changeup or the slider. But the Nationals have done nothing against his fastball. The 0-2. Fastball, line drive sharply to right, but this one right at Markakis, who leaps, and it's off his glove and to the wall. He picks it up in front of the warning track, and Murphy is into second standing. Well, he did something with a fastball. He hit it so hard and with such carry that Markakis with a leap had it hit off his glove and go to the wall for a double, and he got fooled as that one was a screaming line drive. Murphy's 34th double of the season.
Oh, hardest ball for an outfielder is that line drive at you, and Markakis making a leap to try and get it, but could not. Off the webbing of the glove, trying to time the leap, but I think it was hit harder than he thought. He's a Gold Glove caliber outfielder, doesn't miss much, usually doesn't miss anything that hits his glove.
So the Nationals' 4th hit. Murphy has 2 of them. It's his 45th multi-hit game. First one in a while. Here's Ramos. Pitch. He takes it. It's a fastball strike at the knees. Ramos a strikeout and a ground out of the second baseman with an outstanding diving play by Peterson. Right-hander sets, throws, and it's a ball outside. 95 on the fastball. 1-1. Foltynewicz sets at the letters, checks the runner, the 1-1. Down and away with another fastball, 2-1. Braves are now carrying 9 relievers. Kroll, the lefty, is ready. Nationals don't have a left-handed hitter until Goodwin, who's after Rendon, who's on deck. The 2-1 to Ramos. Swinging a bouncing ball right side. It's gloved by Freeman, moving to the line. He makes the play unassisted. On the play, Murphy will go to third. So Ramos moves the runner along. And Anthony Rendon a chance to bring him in. Now joining Kroll in the bullpen is hard-throwing right-hander Jose Ramirez. So a lefty and a righty for the Braves. Here's Anthony Rendon. He homered to give the Nationals a lead, which they held ever so briefly. Rendon's 14th homer on a curveball from Foltynewicz in the fourth inning. Infield back with Murphy at third. The pitch. High and away, ball one. 96-mile-per-hour fastball. 91st pitch. He's still bringing it.
You wonder if the Braves feel he's tiring here in this inning. He's been over 100 pitches a bunch of times.
The 1-0. Paints the outside corner with a fastball, 1-1.
Didn't look like he was tired with that one.
No. Well, it could depend on whether he gets Rendon or not. Whether they go to Kroll to face Goodwin. And if they do, does Dusty Baker counter with a pinch hitter? Here's the 1-1. Swing and a pop-up. And this is not going to get the run in. Garcia, the third baseman, makes the catch. So the Braves are conceding a run. But Rendon is out on a fair pop-up, but no chance for Murphy to go anywhere. So it's up to Brian Goodwin. And because Foltynewicz got that man, looks like he'll get a chance to face Goodwin, the left-handed hitter. Twice Brian is grounded out, once to short, once to first. His chance now for his first big league RBI. Foltynewicz works from the stretch with Murphy at third. The pitch. And a breaking ball. Called strike. Sure, that one maybe a changeup. But again, the curveball has gone into witness protection. Next delivery. Swinging a foul to the left on a fastball. 0-2. Outside of Murphy, who hit that bullet on a fastball, the Nationals have been late on his fastball. Like it's got an extra gear. Braves 7, Nationals 3. Murphy at third with 2 outs in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Here's the 0-2. Inside, a fastball up to 97. So Foltynewicz figures he can go ahead and empty the tank. Why save it? The 1-2. Swinging a hard shot foul down the right field line. Nationals may have to deal with this young man again in the next series. Well, the Braves do on an off day, but only carrying 4 starters, so they could juggle their rotation however they want. Julio Teheran is close to returning. That could be a factor when the Nationals are in Atlanta on the next trip. The 1-2. Foul back, a fastball. It just fought it off with a late swing. Goodwin 1 for 8 in his big league career. Looking for hit number 2 and RBI number 1. The 1-2. Swinging a ground ball right side toward the hole. Peterson a sliding stop, throws to first, not in time. He wasn't at the bag. Goodwin is safe. Murphy will score. It's an RBI, the first in the big league career for Brian Goodwin. And the Nationals cut into the Braves lead. It's 7-4. Freeman went after the ball, which ended up going through to Peterson, and so Foltynewicz was a little late getting to the bag, and the throw leading him there. He wasn't there in time.
Looks like that's going to be it now. Brian Snitker's coming out, and he's made the signal to the bullpen.
And he wants the left-hander Kroll, which will turn Defoe around to the right side. So Foltynewicz departs, pitched very well, and he's in line for the win.
And he's really mad that he didn't get over to cover first in time.
Yeah, cost himself a run. So a pitching change from Nat Kroll makes his 41st appearance for the Braves. He's 1-0 with a 2.57 ERA. 31 hits allowed in 35 innings with 37 strikeouts. Hard-throwing lefty will face Wilmer Defoe, who is 0 for 2 in the game. He now bats right-handed. Fastball is just outside at 95. Ian Kroll made his big league debut with the Nationals in 2013. And in 32 games, went 2-1 with a 3.95 ERA. Goodwin at first, draws a throw. He's back in standing. Kroll was originally drafted by the Oakland A's, and he came over in a trade to the Nationals in March of 2013, which featured A.J. Cole and Blake Trinan for Michael Morse. Kroll was the player to be named later in the trade. The pitch. Swinging a foul back over the screen, 1-1.
Yeah, the original trade was made in January between the three clubs. The Nationals getting Cole back. Remember, he'd been traded away. Earlier, the Nationals got him back. And Blake Trinan came in that deal as well. Morse went to Seattle.
And then the Nationals had Kroll for a year and traded him to the Tigers in a Doug Fister deal. Big lead for Goodwin. Here's the set, the 1-1. Swinging a slow ground ball to short, charging an Ibar, throws to first, and in time for the out. Nationals get a run on 2 hits, leave 1. And we go to the 7th with the Braves on top 7-4. So don't forget to mark your calendars for Saturday, August 27th. Changes for the Nationals, who trail the Braves 7-4 after 6 innings. The new pitcher is left-hander Oliver Perez, and the new right fielder is Chris Heisey. Heisey will go into the number 9 spot. Perez number 6. Brian Goodwin out of the game in the double switch. Freddie Freeman 2 for 3, a double and a 3-run homer. He's driven in 4. First pitch, check swing. They appeal. No swing, says Mike Everett. Oliver Perez, 2-3 record, 4.40 ERA. It's his 49th appearance. He's allowed 30 hits in 30 2/3 innings. The 1-0. Swinging a foul at the plate. 1-1. Perez 14 walks, 37 strikeouts in 30 2/3 innings. But he's had a rough go of late. 3 of his last 4 outings. He has not retired a batter. The 1-1 to Freeman. Fastball down and away. 2 balls and a strike. Freeman against Oliver Perez is 3 for 5. Wednesday, Ollie faced 1 batter, gave up a hit off his glove for an infield hit. Pitch. Inside, 3-1. One, swing and a miss, and a fastball. Freeman on the right side of the overshift. Freeman's 3-run homer, though, was to the opposite field. Straightaway left, and not much doubt about it. Here's the 3-2. Way inside and hit him. Hit him on a slider. And so Freeman aboard. bring up Matt Kemp. Kemp in the ball game, a walk, a double to left, and a ground out to third. Here's the set and the delivery. Way outside, ball one. And immediately the Nationals bullpen will spring to action. Dusty Baker with a double switch was hoping Perez could get some outs here. Nice pitch. Breaking ball is outside, 2-0. If it was just going to be a one-inning stint, you didn't have to double switch. But it's not easy now to match up with the Braves because they alternate left and right all through the lineup. Here's the 2-0. Low and inside, 3-0. And in recent outings, this has been kind of the pattern for Oliver Perez. He's been falling behind, and it's been a struggle as he's gotten deeper into this season. The 3-0. Inside, and he walked him. So a hit batter and a walk, 2 on, no outs. Mike Maddox, the pitching coach, coming out.
Blake Trinan throws in the pen. This will allow him more time to get ready. He doesn't need long, especially on a night like this, but you're right. They've had to come get Oliver Perez several times recently. The last appearance thought that he hurt himself on a couple of pitches prior to the ball that he had to come off the mound and try and field, and it was off his glove for the infield hit, and the only batter that he faced on Wednesday. But he hasn't been as consistent getting ahead of hitters. That spells trouble.
Here's Nick Markakis. A pop-up and 2 strikeouts, 0 for 3. And this may be the last batter for Perez. You've got a right-handed hitter on deck and Adonis Garcia, men on base, and Trinan getting ready. First pitch. Way outside, ball one. So Perez with 11 pitches, 2 strikes. And the 1-0. Low ball 2. Freeman at second. He was hit by a pitch. Kemp at first. He walked on 4 pitches. The 2-0. Markakis will take a strike. And there was much rejoicing.
Trying to stay within striking distance.
And the 2-1. Way outside, 3-1. Perez is a pitch away from potentially loading the bases.
Now we put Dusty in a big spot. Whether to bring in Trinan with the bases loaded, but he may have no choice.
3-1 to Markakis. Swinging a ground ball right side toward the hole. Turner, nice play to range. He whirls, he throws, and he gets the out at first. What a play by Turner, who ranged about 6 or 7 steps and still kept the body control to pirouette around and get Murphy to the bag for the out. That's an outstanding play. The runners moved to second and third, but the Nationals were very fortunate to get an out.
You're right about the body controls. Momentum taking him into right field, then to spin around and make an on-target throw maybe is the hardest part of the play after getting to the ball.
Here's an interesting one. With Perez struggling to throw strikes, they're not going to go to Trinan. They're going to walk Garcia to load the bases for the left-handed hitter, Peterson. So that'll force Oliver to throw strikes. Of course, the Braves do have some right-handed pinch hitters if they want, which if they do that, then you would definitely see Trinan coming into the game. If they pinch hit Gordon Beckham or Chase Darno or Jeff Francoeur. There's ball 4.
Maybe that's what Dusty's counting on.
Or they keep Peterson in and you get a lefty-lefty matchup, which is what Brian Snitker's going to do. Why don't we give Trey Turner our defensive play of the game for that last play, presented by Paralyzed Veterans of America, defending veterans, their families, and caregivers for 70 years. To learn more or donate, visit pva.org. Peterson, a solo homer in the second inning, a strikeout, and a ground out into a force play. He's 1 for 3. Bases loaded, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Way inside, almost hit him with a slider. Middle infielders are halfway. Corner infielders are in. And Perez has to throw strikes. Now the pitch. Breaking ball. That's a strike. At the knees, 1-1. Perez trying to dry his hand off on his pant leg on this steamy, humid night. The 1-1, here it is. Breaking ball, flailed out and missed. He fooled him on that slider. It's 1-2. Bases loaded, 1 away. Perez kicks, and he throws. Curveball, or slider rather, low. And it's 2-2. 7-4 Atlanta. The Braves have a chance to really break this one wide open. Ramos and Perez meet halfway between the mound and home plate and talk this over. 2-2 the count. Freeman at third, Kemp at second, Garcia at first. The outfield is very shallow in left and in center. And Revere is way over to left center field. Heisey is straight away in right. Now the 2-2. Here it is. Swinging a fly ball deep right center field. Revere, a long run going back. Still back. Makes the catch. Runners will tag at every base. The throw in towards second will hold the runner at first, Garcia. But Freeman will score. Kemp to third on a long sac fly for Jace Peterson. And the Braves lead 8-4. Dusty Baker coming out. Blake Trinan will be coming in. So the struggles for Oliver Perez continue, and the Nationals, who chipped away, give the run right back. Pitching change from Nationals Park. Blake Trinan coming in with the Braves leading 8-4 here on the Nationals Radio Network.
Hey, Nats fans, join us for the inaugural.
Well, Ramos is going back toward the dugout, and I think Trinan's big fastball may have popped a lace.
Yeah, broke the webbing.
So they'll switch gloves. He goes to the backup, or maybe he goes to Severino's glove, but he's got a new glove. Trinan ready to face Anthony Recker, who greeted the Nationals' first relief pitcher, Matt Belisle, with a 2-run homer. His first in a Braves uniform. And Recker 1 out of 3 in the ballgame. Not normally known for his hitting. Career under 200 hitter. He's hitting .357 since being called up. Here's the pitch. Sinker low and outside, ball 1. So the Braves with a run home without getting a hit. A hit batter, 2 walks, and a sac fly. The 1-0. It's too low with a sinker. 2-0. Out on deck, Jeff Francoeur. It's a pinch hit for Ian Kroll if they get down to the pitcher spot. And it's Jose Ramirez in the Atlanta bullpen. Long pause. Trinan's 2-0. Swinging a chopper foul into the third base side dugout. Another night game tomorrow. Middle game of the series. Will be on the air at 6:30. 7:05 start. Reynaldo Lopez is expected to be recalled from Syracuse to make his 3rd big league start. And he'll be opposed by Rob Whalen, who will also be making his 3rd big league start. The pitch. Swing, and Recker fouls one back to the screen on a bounce. 2-2.
Mets making a comeback. Recker's old team. They're now down 2. 8-6. Padres lead, top 7. Marlins trail the White Sox 4-1, top of the 7 in Miami.
Mets are in danger of falling under the 500 mark. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him on a slider down and away. So Treinen does the job, gets his man. But the Braves get a run without a hit. They leave 2. And the 7th inning stretch.
Right. They could have done that, played the anthem, and the second place finisher would still be swinging.
Yes, you wouldn't have a silver medalist yet. Pitch is low to Revere, ball 1. What an athlete. I mean, she is just destroying the competition.
Yeah,
I mean, she was already cooling off, looking around her, and the second and third place are nowhere near.
Yeah.
Next pitch inside, 2-0. She threw out the first pitch here after the 2012 games. See if we have her back here maybe in September. Here's the 2-0. Ball 3 outside from Kroll. It's been quite an Olympics for this region. Of course, Michael Phelps from up north has just piled up, was it 4 more gold medals? He won the individual medley last night, 200 IM. Here's the 3-0. And it's a strike. He's watching that on our off night, and it was a close race going to the last 50 meters, which is the freestyle. He won over a body length. He has been decimating the competition. The 3-1, swinging a fly ball left field. And Kemp with an easy play, moves toward the line, makes the catch. So Revere has walked and now flied twice to left. And been back in that mode of hitting the ball in the air to left, which the left fielder playing shallow into the line is an easy play. Chris Heisey will get his first at bat. He came out on a double switch in the top of the 7th inning. Heisey is a .208 hitter with 5 homers and 9 runs batted in. The Braves are not going to go to the righty, even though Ramirez has been ready. Pitch with Heisey bluffing bunt is in for a strike. So right now the 2 pitchers in the game, Ian Kroll and Blake Treinen, were picked up by the Nationals in the very same trade. The Michael Morse deal we mentioned. And then Kroll traded along with Steve Lombardozzi and Robbie Ray for Doug Fister. Here's the 0-1. Off speed, a changeup, swing and a miss, 1-1. 0-2 rather. First pitch was a strike. Kroll pitched for the Tigers 45 games in 2014. Last year 33 games, but he was on the shuttle. He was up and down between AAA and the majors. And the Tigers traded him to Braves over the winter. The 0-2. Just outside with a fastball at 96. Atlanta traded Cameron Maben, center fielder, to the Tigers and got Kroll and a fellow lefty named Gabe Spire. Kroll's been up with the Braves most of this year, although he opened the year at AAA Gwinnett. And the 1-2. Swinging a ground ball toward the middle. Kroll tried to kick it, but he missed it, so it goes through the second baseman, Peterson, who makes the play to first for the out. Heisey's best hope for a hit was if Kroll got a foot on it and redirected it somewhere. 2 outs, and it'll be Trey Turner. Nationals down 8-4. And they're going to stick with the lefty Kroll. Turner, an RBI single in the 3rd inning, got the Nationals on the board. He's 1 for 3. Pitch. A breaking ball, a slider, a called strike. And the 0-1. Fastball inside low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jason Worth on deck, has not been on base in this game with his 40-game on-base streak. Turner trying to get on to give him a chance here in the 7th. 1-1. Hit sharply on the ground. Base hit to the left of second and on through into center field. So Turner will give Worth the chance. Trey with a multi-hit game. And we'll see if Brian Snitker goes to the righty now. Worth against the starter, Foltynewicz. Grounded out to second. Struck out. And here comes Brian Snitker, and he's going to go for the hard-throwing Jose Ramirez. Pitching change from Nationals Park in the bottom of the 7th. Atlanta leading 8-4. You're on the Nationals Radio Network.
At SAIC, we know there's more than one way to solve a problem. That's why our teams explore, discover, and innovate. We cross-pollinate ideas and approaches to arrive at the most intelligent solutions.
For a player to be named later to Atlanta, he's 6'1", 215, so not a big guy, but he throws really hard. You get the fastball up there in the mid to upper 90s. He's also got a slider and a split change. Here's the pitch. Over the outside corner for a strike at 94. Worth 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Ramirez will throw his off-speed pitches both about 20% of the time. But again, high walk totals in the big leagues. There goes Turner. Pitch is outside. Throw down. The head first dive. Safe is the call. They made sure. Braves are going to take a look as to whether they want to challenge. Jace Peterson was signaling for them to do so. But that second base umpire, Pat Hoberg, was waiting to see if Turner's hand broke contact with the bag. And then signaled safe.
He did not come off the bag, so the only question would be is if he was actually out to begin with.
Which I don't think he was.
Nope. He's in there.
I don't know why Peterson is signaling for a challenge. I wasn't even really that close. One ball, one strike. Turner with his second steal of the night, his 10th of the year. And we'll see if Worth can bring him in. The 1-1. Check swing, strike called. Fastball at 95 over the outside corner. Ramirez has the sign and sets. Checks the runner. Turner, the 1-2. High and away. Fastball at 96.
Turner and Peterson talking of a pair of former Padres draft picks.
They've got that in common. The 2-2. Swinging a fly ball right field. Markakis moving back on the run toward the warning track. Looking up. It's over his head and off the wall. Turner will score. Worth is into second, standing with a double. And that one kept carrying. And Jason Worth extends his on-base streak to 41 games and picks up an RBI and a 2-base hit. 51st run batted in. It's now Atlanta 8 and the Nationals 5.
Boy, watching all the other balls carry tonight, I'm surprised that one didn't get out. Seemed like he hit it well enough. But just a little short. See now if Murphy can keep the line moving. I think Jason thought he got it as he left home plate. Markakis knew he wasn't going to catch it. Question was, how high off the wall would it be?
So here's Murphy. 2 for 3 tonight, a single and a double in his last 2 times up. Here's the pitch. Way inside, belt high, ball 1. That run charge to Ian Kroll. 1 hit, 1 run in 1 inning. And now Worth at second. Nationals trailing by 3, 8-5. And the 1-0. High with an off-speed pitch, a change. 2 balls, no strikes. Braves bullpen is very, very inexperienced with the exception of Jim Johnson, who has been closing with Arodys Vizcaíno on the disabled list. The 2-0 to Murphy. He lays off. It's high, 3-0. Wilson Ramos is on deck, and he would represent the tying run. Nationals were down 8-4 with 2 outs and nobody on. With a Turner single, a steal, and a Worth double. And now the Nationals are trying to make this one real interesting. Here's the 3-0. High and away. That's a walk. And 2 men aboard for Wilson Ramos, carrying the tying run.
Moving around to the Braves bullpen.
Anthony Recker visits the mound. Talk to Ramirez.
Chaz Rowe, who was claimed off outright waivers from the Orioles on the 7th of August. Right-hander is starting to heat up.
Well, Daniel Murphy just went into the dugout. He's just getting a drink with the pitching coach, Roger McDowell, at the mound. Yeah, Murphy's just getting a drink. Where is Murphy going? What is he doing?
There he comes.
He's hydrated. Got to stay hydrated on a night like this. And Wilson Ramos, a strikeout, a ground out to the second baseman, and a ground out to the first baseman. Trying to extend his hitting streak to 8 games.
Sammy Solis begins to throw in the Nationals pen now.
Pitcher spot's just a couple away. Remember, the pitcher's in the number 6 position. Ramos, the cleanup hitter, number 4. Here's the set, the pitch from Ramirez. Swing and a foul tip. A sinking fastball.
Ramos has been so clutch. .351 average with runners in scoring position coming into the game. But he's grounded out once tonight with a runner at second. That was last inning.
The 0-1. Fastball over the outside corner, strike call. It's a borderline pitch that goes the way of Ramirez. Two on, 2 out. 8-5 in favor of the Braves. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. He chased a slider way outside and strikes out. Nationals settle for 1 on 2 hits and a walk. They leave 2. We go to
the double to Worth, but after walking Murphy, struck out Ramos to get out of the inning. Pitch to Darnell's hit high in the air to left center field. Revere moving back, has a play, and camped under it now, makes the catch for the out.
And warming up in the Atlanta bullpen, Charlie, is Mauricio Cabrera.
He throws 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, he has the Chapman-like velocity from the right side. He has gone over 100 on several occasions.
His fastball is averaging 100 miles an hour in the big leagues this year. So
averaging, yeah.
Averaging. So 1 out, nobody on. Darno, as the pinch hitter, was hitting .259 and was 7 for 17 as a pinch hitter before the out. Top of the order now, and Ender Inciarte, the batter. Pitch on the way from Trinidad's in the dirt with a slider, ball 1. Inciarte's walked. He's fly to right, pop to shallow center, and single to right. So he's officially 1 out of 3. Solis up again in the Nationals bullpen. Presumably if they get to Freeman. Trinidad delivers in there, called strike to the inside with a sinking fastball. Count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. One pull on the ground to first, deep toward the line. Murphy has it. He waves off Trinidad and takes it himself for the out. So 2 up and 2 down for Blake Trinidad, and now the batter will be the Brave shortstop Eric Ibar's. Been called out on strikes, bounced to short, single to center, and grounded to second. So he's 1 for 4 tonight. And the first pitch to Ibar is low with a fastball, the sinker. 1-0 with Freeman to the on-deck circle. Outfield shallow, very shallow in center and in left. Trying into the belt. Nobody on base. He kicks, he delivers. And a swing and a ground ball right side. Turner has it on 2 hops. He throws to Murphy, and the inning's over. A 1-2-3 inning for Blake Trinan. Retires the Braves on 6 pitches. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Good identification on the Nationals Baseball Network.
WJSK-FM, WJSK-FM HD1 Manassas, Washington, and WIAD HD3 Bethesda. 106.7 The Fan.
Charlie Slows, Dave Jagler with you. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning now. Braves lead the Nationals 8-5, and Atlanta goes to the bullpen. A hard-throwing 22-year-old right-hander from the Dominican Republic, Mauricio Cabrera, makes his 22nd appearance in the big leagues, 2-0 record, 2.91 earned run average. And Cabrera works out of the stretch. First pitch to Anthony Rendon is a fastball, a called strike at 100 miles an hour. Cabrera has 4 holds out of the bullpen and 3 saves in 3 tries. Braves called him up from Double-A Mississippi. He delivers. Rendon swings, chops it, and Cabrera reaches up on the front slope of the mound. Has it. He jogs toward first and underhands it to Freeman at the bag. Rendon is out, 1 away. Anthony had a 2-run homer back in the 4th inning. Otherwise is 1 out of 4 now. Cabrera had 3 holds, 4 saves, and 7 tries at Double-A Mississippi earlier in the year. Worked a total of 33 2/3 innings there. Gave up 20 hits, struck out 35, did walk 22, and hit 3 batters. So only had a 165 batting average against. Still a lot of men on base for the walks. Clint Robinson, pinch hitter, grounds one toward the right side. Sliding to his right on the backhand to get it is Peterson. And the throw to first in time for the out. Clint Robinson batting for Blake Trinan as a pinch hitter is out on 1 pitch. Not getting many starts in the lineup of late. He's pretty much been exclusively as a pinch hitter. Now 6 out of 35 for the year in that role. Still does have 2 doubles, a home run, and 5 walks and a sac fly as a pinch hitter. Now Wilmer Defoe back for the left side of the plate, takes inside and low, ball 1. Defoe batted right-handed last time up against Ian Cole and bounced to short. He's fly to center and grounded to third.
Haven't seen double digits yet.
First pitch. Yeah, every pitch has been 100. Swinging a ground ball toward the middle of the diamond. Diving stop. Peterson from his knees. He throws. Too late. And Defoe legs that one out as he puts the bat on a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Everything's been 100 or more.
Yep.
Peterson's been ranging left to right all over the place. Giving up the body several times. Ben Revere will come up now. Solis continues to throw the bullpen. He'll be on for the 9th. Not starting to run low on outs here with 2 out of the bottom of the 8th, trailing 8-5. Ben Revere has walked and fly to left twice. Cabrera delivers, and that one got by the catcher but hit the home plate umpire Jordan Baker in the shin guard, or it'd be at the backstop, but catcher record couldn't find it quickly enough anyway, and Defoe goes to second. So that'll be a wild pitch. Charge to Mauricio Cabrera, which is his 2nd in the big leagues this year. Top 30 prospect for the Braves and their organization. Injuries have curtailed his pitching time in the minor leagues last year. Appeared in 36 games all told between Class A Carolina and Double-A Mississippi now, as he calls out record, presumably to make sure the signs of the runner at second. Only in 22 games in 2014. But again, he's just 22 years of age. Braves signed him out of the Dominican as a non-drafted free agent in July of 2010. He was not yet 17 years old. He comes set. The pitch to Revere inside with a fastball at 101 miles an hour, 2-0. He's listed at 6'3" and 245 pounds. This is a big-time arm. And right now he's been getting chances in the 8th inning for the Braves. Steven Strasburg started tonight for the Nationals, was not sharp. 6 runs, 7 hits in 5 1/3. The pitch. Swing and Revere skies one to the air to left center field. And Ciardi and Kemp closing together. It's Kemp to make the catch in left center to retire the side. Another fly ball to the left fielder for Revere for the 3rd straight at bat. Nationals Park, and the Nationals trailing the Braves 8-5 in the opening game of this 3-game series. Sammy Solis will come on the pitch now. Sammy celebrating his 28th birthday yesterday. Blake Triton, they pinch hit for him. Went an inning and a third and retired all 4 batters that he faced with a strikeout. First pitch from Solis, a curveball to Freddie Freeman, missed low, ball 1. Freeman's had a big game. 2 for 3, an RBI double and a 3-run homer. He's knocked in 4. Fastball missing low, 2-0. Freeman was hit by a pitch his last plate appearance, but later scored on a sac fly by Jace Peterson. Next pitch inside low, 3-0. That's over. Shift 3 men on the right side of the infield. As Solis goes to the rosin bag. Seems like every Nationals pitcher a little trouble getting the grip coming into the game. Started with Strasburg in the first inning. 3-0 delivery in there, called strike. Blake Trinan continues his run of outstanding pitching. Next delivery, missed ball 4 with a fastball. Leadoff walk, not usually the good recipe. When you put Freeman on base, and the batter will be Matt Kemp. Kemp has walked, he's doubled to left, he's grounded to third, and he's walked. Officially 1 out of 2. Solis, this is appearance number 32, and a swing by Kemp and a foul ball. First base side of the air will land to the lower level, strike 1. Sammy has a record of 1-3, a 2.27 ERA, 7 holds out of the bullpen, no saves or save chances. 35 2/3, 26 hits allowed, 1 homer, struck out 43, walked 18, 203 batting average against. Coming in, the 0-1. Kemp swings, grounds it slowly to third. Rendon has it to second for 1. Relayed by Turner to Murphy. A double play. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3. The leadoff walk erased on the twin killing as the Nationals turn their 104th double play of the year. 2 out, nobody on here at the top of the 9th inning. As Jim Johnson, the one-time Orioles closer, warms in the Braves bullpen. For the bottom of the 9th inning, the Nationals will be sending up Chris Heisey, Trey Turner, and Jason Worth, 8, 9, and 1 in the batting order, with some work to do. It down by at least 3. 2 out, nobody on. Nick Markakis, the batter, another former Orioles, 0 for 4 in the game, and he struck out twice, both times against Steven Strasburg. Solis delivers. Fastball is high, ball 1. Also popped to second and grounded to second base. That was against Oliver Perez in the 7th. The kick and Solis pitch swung on, hit late. Line foul into the seats, third base side, backing out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Marlins scored 2. They're within 2. White Sox lead 4-2. Top of the 8th in Miami. Mets are down 8-6. Bottom of the 9th. The pitch. Called strike with a fastball from Solis. So the count is 1-2. Red Sox have beaten Arizona 9-4. In the American League, Houston has defeated Toronto 5-3. The set by Solis, nobody on, 2 out. The 1-2 pitch swung on, fouled back by Markakis. Stays alive with 2 out. Right here, the Braves leading the Nationals 8-5. We're in the top of the 9th inning with 2 out and nobody on base. 29,089, the paid crowd here tonight at Nationals Park. The set, the kick, the pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out on a curveball. Down and away. Markakis full badly strikes out for the 3rd time tonight. He's 0 for 5 in the game.
Find new roads.
Bottom of the 9th inning, the Nationals down 3. And the Braves go to the bullpen for 33-year-old right-hander Jim Johnson. Once had back-to-back 50 save seasons for the Orioles. 51 in 2012 and 54 tries. 50 and 59 tries in 2013, and then they traded him away to the Oakland A's. This for the Braves will be his 44th appearance, 2-5 record, 3.61 earned run average, 8 holds and 9 saves in 12 tries. Chris Heisey batting 9th in the order, first to face him. First pitch fastball, high ball, 1 at 95 miles an hour, 42 1/3 innings, 37 hits allowed, 3 of them homers, struck out 41 and walked 16. Opponents are hitting just .237 against Johnson. Next pitch in for a strike with a fastball, and the count is even. Fastball for him has averaged 93 this year, curveball around 80, changeup upper 80s, which he rarely throws. Uses a wind up the pitch. Breaking ball, curve in for a strike, and Heisey's down to the count. 1-2. Chris came in a double switch to play right field at the top of the 7th. Rounded to second in his only at bats. Johnson signed a 1-year, $2.5 million deal with the Braves in November. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Fastball over the outside corner at 96 miles an hour. And that freezes Heisey, who's surprised that was called a strike. One away here in the bottom of the 9th inning. That might not have been a strike, but Reichert did a decent job of framing that one. It was close. Johnson had been acquired from the Dodgers. Actually, by the Dodgers from the Braves. July 30th of 2015. Pitch in there for a strike. With infielder Jose Peraza, left-handed pitchers Alex Wood and Luis Avilan, right-hander Bronson Arroyo, who was hurt, and Cash Hector Olivera, who the Braves no longer have, traded for Matt Kemp. Pitch to Turner is on the appeal, ruled no swing inside. So the count 1-1. First pitch was a strike. Paco Rodriguez and a right-hander Zach Bird also in that deal. And then Dodgers let him go. He re-signed with the Braves. Pitch on the way is low. Did the same thing with Kelly Johnson. Of course, they traded to the Mets for a 2nd year in a row. And apparently, after the trade deadline, Johnson was on waivers. There was a team that supposedly put in a claim on him, but a deal could not be worked out. It's a Turner's high and away. 3-1, which so that Johnson means he can't be traded the rest of the season.
Right. You have if you clear waivers, then you can be traded to any team. But if one team claims you, that's the team that you have to work out the trade with. If you don't, if he's pulled back,
the 48-hour period expired.
He stays with the Braves.
That was it. 3-1, called strike at the knees with a sinking fastball. Full count to Turner. Jason Worth on deck. 8-5 Braves lead. Bottom of the 9th inning. Johnson over the head into the wind pitch to Turner. Fastball hit on the ground through the middle over the second base bag into center field. A base hit and a 3-hit game for Trey Turner. Already with 2 stolen bases in the game. His 9th and 10th in 11 tries for the year.
It's his 3rd 3-hit game this year. He had one in Cincinnati in June when he came up when Ryan Zimmerman was on the paternity list. And one in Cleveland on the last road trip.
So here's Jason Worth, who's bounced to second, struck out twice, and doubled a deep right center, high off the wall. Driving in Turner in the 7th with his 51st run batted into the year. Against Jim Johnson, Jason is 1 out of 6. The one hit a single. Second baseman Jace Peterson shading the middle as Johnson throws over to first. Turner back standing as Freeman handles the throw. Daniel Murphy's on deck with 1 out. The set of the pitch. Worth takes. Fastball called strike at 94 miles an hour.
You can run on Johnson, but this is not a running time. You're down by 3. You can't afford the chance of making it out.
Johnson sets. And the pitch. Breaking ball, a strike, a curve at 80 miles an hour. Jason's down on the count 0-2. Game over in New York. The Padres have defeated the Mets 8-6. New York under 500. Here's the set. The 0-2 to Worth. Swinging a slow ground ball toward the hole. Ibarter's right, has it a second for 1. Relay to first. The stretch by Freeman, a double play. And the game is over. The Braves have ended the national string of 14 consecutive wins over Atlanta here at Nationals Park over the past couple of years as they take game 1 of this 3-game series. A 6-4-3 inning-ending, game-ending double play. And Atlanta wins it by the score of 8-5.
Nationals are taking a look as to whether they want to challenge. And you can challenge. I mean, it looks like he was out. But if the Nationals have nothing to lose, I mean, I think he was out by a half step.
Dusty Baker's waiting for the word.
And they're saying, no
thanks. So that's it. The Braves already celebrating a victory. They have won 5 of 7, 7 of 10, and 11 of their last 17. They are 5-3 on a 10-game road trip with 2 more games to go.